You around?
Good morning, Casey.
Yeah, hold on one sec real quick. We're out at Utah Lake, and early in the morning the bugs are out. Hold on.
Keep those bugs away.
Isn't that the worst? Don't you like it when you're doing that to your kids? They always do this. And you want to go, if you didn't do that, you wouldn't get it in your mouth. Just sit there like this. You're good to go.
Right.
No mosquitoes, ready to rock and roll. We're going to have some fun out here today. We're going to talk about fishing, fun you can do on the lake. But, Holly, did you know that Ron at one time owned a boat?
I've heard that before, but I haven't delved into that topic at all.
Actually, two boats.
Ron, two boats. Ron was a boat owner. Wow. So it got me thinking, Ron, what was the name of your boat?
Oh, well, the first boat I had was a 1976 Rhinell, and it was the color of pea green soup.
Oh, okay.
We called it sweet pea.
Sweet pea. Sweet pea was the first one.
That was the first one. The second one was a Mariah. And I don't think we ever really had a name for the Mariah.
Just the Mariah.
Just the Mariah.
Okay, so Sterling has a boat. Do you want to know what the name of his boat is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, WTF, and that stands for What's the Forecast?
Oh!
Okay.
That is clever.
I'm going to be honest, that's probably the best thing I've heard all day. Really, mind you, but that still is the best thing. Well, hold on. Tom's getting sprayed.
Oh.
There's
Tom, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, it's going to be good. It's a fun day out on the lake. We'll send it back to you guys. Coming up, we're going to tell you all you need to know for your first day of fishing. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Love it.
Okay, Casey,
right.
sounds great.
So, Lindsay, what is the forecast?
The forecast is hot, hot, and more hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what this means? It's time to go to Casey.
That's right.
He's at Utah Lake.
That's right, and you got a little nitty-gritty dirt band talking about fishing in the dark. Did you know this Saturday is free fishing day for the whole state? That means grab the kids, grab everybody, and go out and do some fishing in one of the many great lakes here in Utah, or the ponds. A lot of them are stocked throughout the state, and you can catch what kind of fish, Scott?
Well, out here at Utah Lake, we've got many species of fish, but most of the community fishing waters and the big reservoirs, mostly trout. Down here at Utah Lake, we don't have trout, but we got catfish and bass and, just all types of species.
And Saturday is a get-out-of-jail-free card, meaning that anybody can grab a fishing reel and go out and do some fishing. Doesn't matter how old or whatever, you just got a free day to go fish.
For the most part, that's true. You still have to follow the regulations, but you don't need a license.
And that's the good thing.
That's a very good thing.
A great introduction into fishing and everything that the state has to offer. And we want to bring in Mike here because this Saturday at Utah Lake and the Utah Lake Festival, a lot of things are going on, but we want to bring some attention to the June sucker.
That's right. We do a lot of things down here at Utah Lake for the June sucker, and everything we do, whether it's adding water to streams, rebuilding habitat, it helps the lake. And we love the lake, want people to come down and see it.
Now I'm going to wow you with my knowledge. Is the June sucker indigenous to Utah Lake?
It is. Not only is it indigenous, it's endemic, meaning it's the only place in the world where we can get it. So there's a new word for you, endemic.
Well, we've got a picture.
Endemic?
We've got a picture of a June sucker. Could you guys show it real quick? It was wrong.
That makes sense.
That does make sense, right? And you can come down here and do some fishing. They got some great things for the kids like this right here. So, Scott, let me give you this real quick. Let's cue the music again.
But it's not dark anymore, Casey.
No, it's not, but, okay, now see the... Ooh, I think I got the green one. I think I got the green one, Tom. I think I got it.
Oh, you did.
You're good.
Look at that. Never had a lesson. Thanks, Dad.
You are talented.
There you go. So we're going to tell you more about the activities that you can partake in here at Utah Lake this Saturday. And let's just tell everybody, what time does the fun start?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, and parking limited, so you're going to want to carpool, right?
That would help. That would help.
And other than fishing, they're going to have all kinds of fun you can have out on the water. Coming up next, we're going to tell you some games the kids can play. And then we're going to go sailing, and we're also going to do a little kayaking. So we'll send it back to you guys. We'll see you in a bit, having some fun out here at Utah Lake.
Hey, packed morning.
Pretty out there
Beautiful,
this morning.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
Great
Casey.
morning.
All right, still to come on 2 News this morning.
Or had a car of his own. He just drives other people's, right?
No, I've had a bunch of cars. I started out with, what was it, Scirocco, a Volkswagen Scirocco.
Wow.
Then I went to a Dodge Colt. Then I went to a T-topped Mustang. Then I went to a Century, or I don't know, some light blue car. And then I had, yeah. So I've had a bunch of cars, but I'm going to be honest, the Mark Miller Subaru is my favorite right now. Hey, I'm hanging out with Chris, and we're talking about the fun you can have out on the lake here this Saturday. You're with the Utah Lake Marina, and you have all kinds of fun.
We've got all kinds of kayaks, paddle boards, pedal boats. We can get you on the water in jet boats. We've got pontoon boats. We've got fun for everybody's adrenaline and budget.
And so if people are coming out here this Saturday and they want to have some fun, what kind of activities are you going to have for them?
You know, we'll be able to have all the kayaks and pedal craft on the water. We make it very affordable. We've got family rates. We've got opportunities for jet skis and personal watercraft. We'll be able to help them understand the wonderful ecosystem that's available to learn about here at Utah Lake and everything, and how important it is to this community.
All right, there you go. So that's just some fun you can have out here on Utah Lake with the Utah Lake Festival happening this Saturday out here at Utah Lake. We'll send it back to you guys. Coming up, we're going to talk about some kiteboarding. We'll send it back to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Nice morning.
That's awesome. All right, thanks.
Fun.
Still to come on 2 News this morning, we have...
Down at Utah Lake this morning.
That's right, for the Utah Lake Festival, which is happening this Saturday. Also in conjunction with that, it's free fishing day throughout the state. You have to follow all the rules, but you don't need a fishing license. So grab the family, grab your pole, and go catch some fish. But if you come out here to Utah Lake, you might see this a lot, and that's just people in the paddle boats enjoying the water, the calm serenity of the lake here at Utah Lake. But one thing you might notice that's new out here is these bad boys right here, and this is Utah Lake on Adrenaline, and I've got Derek here. And Derek, you work out of the Utah Lake Marina, but what are you and who are you with?
We're with kiteukb.com. We're a kiteboarding company. We do lessons, instruction, everything to do with kiteboarding.
All right,
right
now,
here out of the shop.
you were telling me yesterday kids were getting about how much air?
You get about 40 feet vertical, anywhere from 10 to 40 feet once you've had a little training, and about 100 feet horizontal.
All right, now we were going to show you some kiteboarding this morning, but you kind of need the wind, and we don't have wind. But we do have YouTube, and this is some kiteboarding at Lincoln Beach, and this is really a craze.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of intensity, and it's gaining a lot of popularity.
Now, how hard is it to pick up?
It takes the average beginner between 6 and 8 hours of instruction before they can get up and ride on the board.
And they come out here, and you do lessons, I take it?
We do. Yeah, we teach lessons right on the outer marina here.
And the packages start at?
$500 for ground school and water, or snow.
And you provide the board and the kite?
We provide everything, helmet, harness, everything.
And you say within about 8 hours you can figure this out. Now, how is Utah Lake for the kiteboarding?
Awesome. Great. We had excellent wind yesterday. We were about 25-mile-an-hour winds. Just gorgeous day.
So now this just looks like a normal wakeboard.
It looks like a wakeboard, but a little different. On the bottom, it's completely flat. There's no channeling. There's quite a bit of rocker to it.
Okay. And the rocker provides what?
Rocker provides ability to get on the edge and get on a nice flat surface to jump.
All right, now let's go back here to the kite. The kite looks pretty big. How big of a kite is it?
This is a 13 square meters, so its surface area is 13 meters.
All right, and then that allows you to get, once again, how high?
About anywhere from 10 to 40 feet based on the wind and the conditions of the rider, how good they are.
All right, now do you mind if I just lift it up?
No problem.
All right, hold it real quick.
Got it.
So just right here?
Go from the center. Yeah, there you go. Or like that.
or like that.
Or about it.
And then just run?
That way.
Just run. That's it.
I've got a bad hip, so that looks
that's right.
funny.
We'll send out paramedics if necessary.
Count me down.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go, Casey! Yay!
Oh, you're galloping.
You didn't get much air. You didn't get much air, Casey. What's up?
One hip.
One hip.
One hip.
Yeah.
Makes it kind of tough.
All right, go to kiteukb.com or call us at 687. That's air code 801-687-5216. Thanks.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
Is Casey okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go. Casey is out at Utah Lake this morning trying to get people
That's
hooked
right.
on fishing.
And I'm also trying to figure out the fact that Ron Bird is on Vine either means Vine's really cool or it's dead already.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Hey, we're hanging out at Utah Lake talking about the Utah Lake Festival, and I've got Becca here, and I've got Eric here, and we want to talk about some kids' activities. You've got a passport of fun where people can come down here, hang out, and just have a good day tomorrow, or on Saturday, right?
Right, on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. each of the kids gets a passport and go around and do activities from all different organizations, including some of the ones we have here from Provo Parks and Rec.
All right, now if the passports get stamped by all the stops, what do they get?
So at
a fun day?
Exactly, yeah. There's just tons of activities that it leads them through, and they get a T-shirt when they complete the passport.
All right, so we got Becca here. What are we doing here?
And actually, sorry, I have to correct myself. They get water bottles and frisbees. If
oh, sweet action. What's this game?
So this is the fish toss here, and they get a chance to toss the fish into the rings and for a chance to win the prize.
All right, Becca, go ahead. Let's see what you got there. Now, Becca, I'm noticing you're sporting a pretty cool hat. Can you ever think of a reason why your dad would want you to wear a hat like this?
So boys won't go near me.
Yep, so boys won't go near you. I think that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So you continue that one, and then Eric, we're going to come on over here because we've also got the duck race. Why don't you come on over here? Who's racing me? What's your name?
Emma.
All right, Emma. So we're going to take squirt guns, and then we're going to squirt the ducks down to the finish line. Ready? All right, hold on. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, cool.
Uh-oh.
We need like chariots of fire playing in the background.
Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's all right, but you get your passport stamped, and then you can come over to this station right here. And your name?
Rachel.
And Rachel, what are we making here?
A kite.
A kite, a fish kite. And Eric, this is all part of the activities that people can get involved with on Saturday.
Right, all these activities are free and included in the event.
Free and included in the event, and once again, parking is limited, so carpool, but come down, enjoy Utah Lake. We're going to send it back to you guys, and have a good day.
All right.
Awesome.
No, you have a good day.
Beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, you know what? I just found out Utah Lake is what Ron Bird is to our newsroom. Underutilized.
Underutilized. Okay.
Yeah.
We were going.
And I'm here with Charity, and Charity's going to tell us why, because this lake really has so much to offer.
It does. It's a huge lake. It's 24 by 13 miles, about 98,000 square surface acres, and there's not a whole lot of people that use it. They tend to go up to the reservoirs in the mountains, and this is a great lake to come boat and swim and bring the kids out. And
this is one of the largest freshwater lakes west of the Mississippi.
that is true. It's the largest naturally occurring freshwater lake west of the Mississippi.
What kind of things can you do on Utah Lake?
You can fish, you can boat, you can swim, people paddleboard. We have a concessionaire that rents out fishing boats. I bring my kid here to swim during the week.
And some great fish and some walleye.
There is walleye, we've got catfish. I think Utah Lake still has the state record for catfish.
And a big party happening this Saturday, and the party begins at what time?
Begins at 10 a.m.
And goes until?
2.
If people want to know where Utah Lake and the best way to get to the marina, where do they go?
Where you take exit 265 off I-15 and you head west and you run right into the park.
Right into the park, right into a great lake. Once again, Utah Lake is the Ron Bird of the newsroom, underutilized. We'll send it back to you guys coming up next.
Hey.
Sailing lessons.
I was just thinking of all the bugs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's where we were going, but it's okay. Underutilized, so it'll work. Still to come on Tunes this morning, a math.
That's right, I'm on a boat, and we're here at Utah Lake, and I'm hanging out with Todd from Bonneville School of Sailing, and he does sailing classes, and you come out and learn the art of sailing, because there really is an art to it, right, Todd?
It takes some practice. There's healing and learning how to read the wind. Like a bike, though, the more you do it, the more confidence you get, the better you get.
Now, as a sailing professional, how does Utah Lake, how does she offer for the sailors?
It's very close, 10 minutes from downtown Provo. It's a big lake. It's a wilderness experience when you're out here. A lot of people that live right here on the Wasatch don't realize that this big recreational lake is right here offering acres and acres of fun to get out, and it's beautiful. They say, I didn't realize it was so beautiful.
Now, if people wanted to take your class or your school, what does it entail?
You'd want to come on board. We're an on-hands school. We don't do classroom. You get on the boat. As soon as we pull out of the slip, you've got your hands on the tiller, and away we go. And we start to teach you the basics of tacking and jibing, how the wind works, how lift works with the sail, and each lesson becomes more progressively a little more difficult, so you learn more specialized and finesse sailing.
All right, #1 movie of all time sailing.
You're exposing me here. It's got to be Captain Ron.
Captain Ron, right?
Captain Ron. Boy.
And then, okay, second, why is it port and starboard? What does that mean?
Port and starboard?
Yeah.
There's a whole different language when you come out sailing, and everybody says that's the hardest part of sailing is learning the language. Got starboard on the right, port on the left. The reason, the way you can remember those two directions is left has 4 letters, port has 4 letters, and that kind of sticks in your mind because we do speak sailorese when we're out on the water. You have to learn the language.
All right, people can come down here and find out more about it this Saturday at the Utah Lake Festival right here at Utah Lake. Plus, you can come down here. They're going to have an antique boat show as well, plus activities for the kids. And don't forget that it's also free fishing day, so you can go fish any of the Utah Lake, follow the rules, and you'll be good to go. If people want more information about the school, where do they go?
Bonneville School of Sailing. If you Google that, you'll come right to our site, or you can phone 801-404-0098. Thanks for asking.
All right. Yeah. We're out. Be good.
All right. Beautiful. Head on out.
So nice out there.
All right. Now, getaway deals.